Pressed away.
This is my audience. These are my note cards. Okay. Hi, my name is Gavin, and today I will be talking about sleep deprivation and why school should start later. Imagine this, it's 6:30 in the morning, you're exhausted, your head is pounding, and you've only had like 6 hours of sleep. You still have to get dressed, still have to focus on English somehow at 8 o'clock in the morning. Sound familiar? For millions of high schoolers, this is everyday life, and frankly, it's damaging their health. Enough sleep is crucial for developing minds. It plays an important role in emotional regulation, cognitive development, and mental health issues. Today, I will be talking about how sleep deprivation can affect your academic performance, how it can affect your mental health, and how it can interfere with driving. Now that we've went over what we're going to talk about, I'm going to start with academic performance. Did you know that studies show later start times actually improve focus, memory, test scores, and overall academic success? Not getting sleep really impacts your ability to learn and perform in an academic environment. According to Walker, among students whose start times were delayed, final grades were 4.5% higher compared to students who took the class when school started earlier. So, students that had later start times, their grades in the end were higher than those who had early start times. Getting enough sleep allows you to be mentally alert, allows you to stay focused in class. You're not half asleep when you're trying to learn. We all know that it's really hard to pay attention when you're dozing off. Some kids might fall asleep in class. You never know. And with early start times, it's like students are being forced to learn half asleep. That's not fair to the teacher trying to teach the material, the student trying to learn it. And overall, getting more sleep allows you to be more refreshed, so you're ready for the day. It's really hard to succeed on an empty battery. But performance isn't the only issue. Mental health also takes a toll. Sleep deprivation increases risks of anxiety, depression, and mood swings. Not enough sleep makes it harder to regulate emotions, harder to cope with stress, manage frustration, and overall just stay motivated. Poor sleep can challenge you, and over time it can lead to anxiety and depression disorders. As per Roth said, over a period of 7 days, the students were instructed to keep a sleep diary in which they reported specifically on their daily sleep hygiene, levels of sleep quality and duration, and their depressive and anxiety symptoms. No sleep can also affect how the brain processes its hormones, such as cortisol and serotonin. Those two hormones play a really big role in your body's health and regulating your emotions, and if that's off, you can become more sensitive to emotions. You can become more angry, more irritable. The smallest things can just set you off. And now that we've learned what it can do to your mental health, let's learn what it can do to you physically. And on the physical side, I'm going to talk about driving. Drowsy driving is a serious risk for teen drivers, and not only for teen drivers, for other people on the road with them. Many high schoolers, they drive to school right after they wake up, or when they're low on battery. When you're really tired, your reaction time is slowed, your focus drops, and your better judgment just goes through the window. It's impaired. And that puts you at a really high risk for getting into accident, not only harming yourself, but harming others. According to Paprocki, accident data from 2008 provided by the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles show that there were 65.8 auto crashes for every 1,000 teenage drivers. In Virginia Beach, that was in Virginia Beach, compared to 46.6 for Chesapeake. And note this, Virginia Beach, they started school at 7:20 in the morning, and Chesapeake started at 8:40 in the morning. That gave Chesapeake students an hour and 20 minutes more time to sleep and get rest. And did you know early start times can set unhealthy habits unhealthy sleeping habits. And you might be wondering, why don't they just go to bed earlier? Like, it's not that hard. But for high school students, some stay up late doing homework, and some do sports, and for some it's just their natural sleep cycle. Sleep loss adds up to a thing called sleep debt. If that gets built up really high, it can make it really dangerous for driving. And then students are going to school with only days of poor sleep, affecting the way they learn and drive. By delaying start times, this sets more of an opportunity to get more sleep and overall being safer behind the wheel. To wrap things up today, I talked about how sleep can improve academic performance, how it can improve your mental health and prevent any mental illnesses, and how it can affect your driving. And remember, sleep first, school second. Your health is more of a priority. Developing minds, they need sleep to regulate their everyday life. If not, they could fall behind in school and other things. It's time to stop ignoring this. Every student deserves a chance at success, and that starts with sleep. Thank you for watching.